Hi guys, I guess I'm live. Just waiting for somebody to come in, see if you could hear me. This is a different kind of speakerphone or headset I got, so I want to make sure that you could hear me out of this one a lot easier than the other one. This might spend kind of a lot of money, but don't tell my husband; he'll kill me. So I just want to make sure that you folks could hear me just as well as anybody else can. Um, so I'm just going to hang out here for a while, see what happens with the night. Uh, Meantime, I hope everybody's having a good day. Me, it's like our house is thrown up in the air. I really need a professional organizer. If anybody knows of any professional organizers in Tallahassee, Florida, please have them contact me or please tell me that you come. Hi, this is Tracy. How's everybody doing? If you could hear me in the chat, type one. This is a different headset, so I want to make sure that you could hear me out of it. Hey, Sarah, can you hear me out of this thing? You can? Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I had to spend some money and keeping my mouth down because my husband will kill me. So you guys could hear me. That's cool. Hey, how's it going? How's everybody? 5 times 5. 25? Ooh, 25 of what? I'm glad you could hear me. I mean, I hope. Please say yes, everybody, if you could hear me. That's all I ask. Because, like, this one is a new microphone to me, and this is a new thing, so who knows? Hello, third person in here. Hey, John, how's it going? How's everybody? Oh, 5 times 5 means your sound is great. Okay, cool. Yeah, I spent like about close to $200 on this. My husband is gonna me. But the other one I had was okay, but it just was not good. And it's like anytime I would get online, as you guys well know, Tim told me that he couldn't hear me one night and was luckily one of those nights got for me saying, I hate wishing you bad health, Sarah, but I'm glad you did that day because I was having all sorts of misery with it. And plus I also had to spend an extra $100 on getting my new charger thing because for some reason the movers lost that on me. So without that, I would not be live right now. I feel kind of stupid about it. So, Mr. John, how you doing? Uh, See, and that's the thing. Is that why don't they make this shit cheap already? And of course, I have a stupid Mac. And yesterday, I went to Best Buy to see if I could get, the charger and all this. And basically, what it boils down to is he was trying to scam me into buying a brand new computer. And I'm like, I don't have $1,500 to be throwing around. Instead of just selling me the adapter for the outlet adapter and charger, I think he just wanted that sale so bad because like I'm supposed to be using a 30 charger on my computer here, 30 watt or whatever they want to call it. It's a Mac. And so obviously they're going to be expensive, but the thing is that he would have preferred instead of selling me something for 100, it was like the computer itself that if he was trying to get me into would have been a brand new $1,300 computer. I'm like, hell on that shit until this thing starts smoking like my toaster did. Then I will replace it. And which, by the way, my toaster did smoke and I did have to replace it. So now I've got new toaster. It's one of these digital things that's outsmarting me. So now I got to outsmart it. And so I thought, as just a gander, I thought I would pop on real quick, see if this thing is working out better than the other thing I had, because I, I was I was damned every which way around it yesterday. I would have had what is it, Friday the 13th pie thrown at my face. That's what it would have felt like yesterday, especially with that guy. I mean, it's like he brings down the computer and everything else, and him and Han. And it's like, dude, all I'm looking for is the electronic part that keeps your computer awake. Oh, people are such assholes. And of course, I think the thing at Best Buy, if you sell computers, I would assume there's commission on that because otherwise, it's crazy. I know. And Sarah, I just love your little birdies. I love your Valentine's Day birdies. They're so cute. They are really cute. Like how they're singing your praises. It's so adorable. I really enjoyed myself. I was at on Thursday. I think that's the first day I actually had any of this stuff going on that I was trying to do a workaround on, but then it ended like I wanted to say goodbye to you guys properly and I couldn't say goodbye because my computer, like the workaround I had before I got this new charger and stuff like that, it died at the end of our talk. So it's like, oh shit, man. So I was like, oh my God, if anything could go wrong, it did. But my Friday the 13th actually went a lot better. And don't tell my husband, but I also took myself out for a nice lunch. I got a nice little glass of wine and some pasta over at Olive Garden. You know what? I could give a less. We've been going through a lot of stress here lately, and our apartment is still up. So I need to get somebody out here to help me with that. Wait. Best Buy is always the best buy for you. I usually go to them and find out what I need and and then Walmart or Amazon or not. See, that's what I ended up doing is I got my charger thing and the cord to go with it over at Walmart. Like I said, it was supposed to be like 30 watt, but I noticed that this one was 35. And the guy behind the counter said it's not really that big of a deal if you use like that, if you use that. But now if you're going to go for 40 or any of these bigger increments and it don't do it because they'll fry out this computer because this computer's not that fast. Although I must say about this computers, I've had it since like COVID, at the beginning of COVID, because that's when I bought it. I'll tell you one thing about this computer is it still kind of acts new. I mean, in other words, I haven't abused it. Yes, it's been around the block, but I haven't used it like, most people would use it. So I still think it's like, probably about 75 to 85% pretty decent. It runs pretty decent for me. So why am I going to go spending $300 on a brand new Mac? I mean, look, I am not a writer. I don't write. I don't do any of that fancy schmancy crap that, a lot of computer people do. I just do my own kind of crazy YouTube things when I can. And I just try to do the best I can with what I have. I don't want to spend so much money on that. I told him, unless this computer here is smoking, there ain't no way I'm getting into a new computer. It has to seriously be on its last legs. And I still have lots of memory and stuff, so whatever. Yeah, I pampered myself yesterday. That's for damn sure. I didn't want to, I just, I pretty much, I threw in the towel because I really didn't want to, you know, I really did not care. It was one of those effort days, if you know what I'm saying. That's too much. And I really do enjoy. I make videos. Yeah, see, I do that too. I mean, if I can. I mean, like I don't have very many like places I go in. Tallahassee, Florida, is not like staying in Washington D.C. or New York or Chicago or Los Angeles or there's history here, yes, but you kind of have to be a local to understand the history that goes on here. It's like really nothing big ever happened here. I said, except for that one time when that mass murderer came through. Can't think of his name right now. He used to, his car was a bug or beetle or something, and he killed like a lot of women. But that's the only time I've ever heard of anything big happening here. And I can't think, I can't think of anybody else who was big in that, but he came from the northwest coast or whatever it was. I can't think. I think of his damn name. Yeah, yeah, he was a mass murderer. He killed women nurses and all this stuff. It was crazy. Oh god damn. And just when I want to have the guy's name at the tip of my tongue, I can't. And so I thought I would get on tonight anyways, just to say hey and to test these things out because I am a dummy. I'm a purified dummy when it comes to some of this stuff. It's like I don't know all the ins and outs, but I hope to be doing that very, very shortly. And like I said, I would like to add I've got a piece of theme music. I just got to find the right photos because I want my photos to be black and white and old fashioned. But I've got this piece of music that I want to instead of the countdown numbers or whatever they have there. I would like to use my own intro and my own outro, but I don't know how to do that yet. And so I'm trying to, look on my iPad and I have that to fall back on, thank God, because I do not run this. And I go to my lovely iPad and ask it lovely questions all throughout the day because like I got so many things going on. So that's used. Yeah, cool. Definitely, John. Definitely. Nice seeing you, John. It's always good to see you and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to. I try to learn as much as I can for myself, Sarah, and it's like, you know how it goes. You try it and then it's like you think you know it and then all of a sudden you don't. That's my brain. It's like I have really great thoughts and intentions and then all of a sudden, poof, they're gone. They're gone instantly. And it's like even around the house, like I don't know if I cleaned up the apartment so good that I may have hidden my husband's medicine from him, or he may have hidden it himself. I don't know. We've had so much stuff coming in and out of this damn apartment. And I swear to God, I wish you guys lived here. That way you could say if you like something, you could go home with it. Because I don't want to keep any more. This is too much overhead for a woman nearing her 60s almost. Got another couple of years on that yet, but yeah, I ain't no King Tut. It ain't gonna be buried with me. That's for damn sure. So that's it. Yeah, it was nice seeing John. John's a good guy. I like him. Does a lot of stuff and knows a lot of stuff too. And same with you, Sarah. You and Snarky are so creative between the both of you. Really, it's amazing you guys don't have a lot more going on. But between the both of you, it's so creative. I mean, like you guys really do a lot of good work. And I appreciate that and I say so. When I see good artwork, that's great. You guys are so creative and fun too. I think that's what it is you both have a really really creative brain, and so that's where a lot of your thoughts go. Beautiful. Snarky is definitely. Well, I think you are too. I mean, you come up with all those pieces of music, and she comes up with all that artwork. I mean, really, I don't know if she's ever done that for a living per se, but I could see her working in an agency or someplace making, graphics and stuff because she knows all the new stuff there is. Me, I'm an old fart. I went to art college, and just as the computers are coming in, I was just a leaving. So it was like the only way I got to know how to do anything on a computer was like on the job. So it's like otherwise we were here's me and here's the computer age, and we went ooh, and it was back like in the mid to late 80s. So it just tells you, it just tells you. I mean, like I could do all this stuff, manually, but God, nobody does that anymore. But yeah, I see that you guys do all sorts of wonderful things. You guys should have an agency of your own or something and put your services out for people, and make them pay you. Shoot. I always think that you guys are so creative, and it seems like it's a lot. I mean, it's natural for you two. It's not even like a hardship. Like for some people, it's a real hardship to get that way, but you guys are like know it like the back of your hand. It's like, geez. I mean, I could have wished I could have learned a lot more when I was in art college that way for myself. But then there's so many roadblocks because I know I have a slight learning disability, and so sometimes I just have to be sitting there watching people do it and doing it along with them, because otherwise I'm like, "Ooh." And, yes, I'm envious. That's a long way of saying it is I'm envious. Stuff, great. But you see, no, don't discount yourself, Sarah. You guys do a lot. In fact, it's funny that you guys don't even have like a channel or something of your own where you could be teaching people and actually learn, earning money at the same time while doing that. Because you two are great, and I'm sure you guys would be able to hold a class, like a Zoom class or some sort of a class, or even like get 9 people up, even as a YouTube thing, and just get get people out there, and you guys could show off your talents, because I think so. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think you guys are great, and in the imaginativity. I mean, like me, I'm an old fart, so a lot of my stuff's gone. But you guys are so on it. It's like, God, why is it so easy for some and so hard for someone like me? I see you guys doing the best you can, and let me tell you something. That stuff doesn't, to learn that stuff costs. I mean, people will spend a lot of money to learn how to use their equipment properly. I know I would. Trying to get the last of my water. Huh. Yeah, for some reason my diabetes is up a little bit, so I've been drinking a lot more water and liquid things than I have, or eating ice, and that's not a good thing for my teeth, but whatever. Yeah, no, seriously, you guys, if you got together, you guys have some really great pieces of artwork coming out, and you guys would have students too who are paying you to learn your trade too, you know? And then maybe, who knows, you get up a gang, or a forum there, and maybe come up with like an ad agency or some sort of an agency that you could do while being on YouTube or on Facebook Live or on YouTube or something. Because I have good thoughts for you guys on that. Really, I do. I think you guys would just blow it out of the gun, so to speak. It Because you guys are so much fun, and like I said, I like your ads. I like her, saying, "boo boo" and "doo doo." Those are so cute. Yeah, I thought they were adorable. And then your music does it out. But you write that music though. That's hard to do. That's not an easy thing. For you, it comes naturally. And for some of us, I mean, even if we have a book, we still can't learn out of it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I just popped online just to see who was around and seeing if this thing works. Now that I know it's okay, I feel good about it now. Even though I spent a lot of money and I shouldn't have. Oh my God. I'm going to be paying for this. I'm going to be paying for this. And like I said, I don't want him hearing about it, because once he gets onto that, he'll glom onto that, and I'll hear about it for months, not just, weeks, months. So I'm like, ugh. The sound is best ever, too. Oh, that's good. Yeah, yeah. These are, I don't know. These are a special kind of ones. Let me see if I can bring them up here. Bending over to get to them, but the woman said it was like this brand over at Best Buy. She said she likes these a lot, and she has like one that's a thinner one, and she was saying she has one that doesn't have to have a cord. I like always having a cord, but she said that she uses this, and she has one that's for three of them. So she like games on it, she YouTubes on it, and then she will do like zooming and stuff and doing all that with her friends and fellow students that she knows. So she said that those were like really good. So that's what I went with, because I didn't want to. I mean, like, I had a pair and they were HyperX, which is okay, but the HyperX thing, it's like you have to angle this thing in such a way that you'd always have to pull it. You have to get it out. Otherwise it wouldn't work out right. Yeah, yeah. I even felt like I got tricked there, but I didn't want to get tricked on a new computer. I'll tell you that. Like I said, I think the guy was just aiming for commission because it's like he didn't even want to tell me about having that say because I'm on a 35 W or whatever that means, and the one that I had before was a 30 W. But it's like he didn't even tell me that you could have a 35 work just the same as a I mean, like, and that was like hundreds, hundreds of dollars less. At least, if a new computer for me and all this stuff was going to be roughly about 1,300, even with my membership discount, I was like, hell on that, no way. So that's what I did, and now I'm just sort of hanging out in my messy ass room, and it's pretty much got the same look of the other room because we moved directly downstairs. But in this room, I want to have it look nice. I want to have it better than I had it upstairs because this serve is my library, my art studio, my craft room, my go live room, my TV room, my new printer room. Because I got that too, and that's like I belong to HP's club, so that one wasn't a big deal. That's only like about 40 bucks a month or something like that. But yeah, so that's what I did. Yeah, see, and it's like I didn't want to be rooked. I know what being rooked is all about, and I'm not going to get rooked or fucked unless I get kissed first. Let's put it that way. And even then, that kiss better be damn good. Ugh. So that's what I'm doing. Just chilling on a Saturday night. I don't have any plans or anything. I'm not going on anybody's live right now, unless they ask me to. I don't like to invite myself. And I always like to hear what people are talking about. I think you and Dan and Tug are going to have a show with Thrash, and I look forward to those. Those are so much fun. They're funny. And I like the hard ass trivia that Thrash conjures up. That shit is hilarious. I like when Indy's on because Indy knows how to answer all those questions properly. So actually, I'm learning something. Yeah, I mean, but for most part, I'm not really good at his trivia because it's so complex. I mean, and he could be asking the stupidest question, and the answer could be something like, Little House on the Prairie or something dumb like that. But yet, for some reason, why is it not coming to me like that? Oh, I tell you, I just can't. I can't see it. I can't understand it. So I wonder if there's anybody doing a chat tonight. Maybe later. Maybe I'll get back on and see what everybody's up to. But like I said, this was just strictly a throw out to see if the equipment works, and it looks like it works fine. So until now, watch. I'll get this place sort of straightened out a lot better within the coming month or two, and I'll tell you that's when I will find the old cords and all this happy horse shit. Right? That's my dumb luck. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Sarah. I'm so sorry. You're a good person. I don't see why people don't. It's always like that. I get that too a lot. Like, I'm a weird personality. At least that's how I concern myself. I mean, I'm a lot like my dad. My dad was kind of like me too, as far as his friends and stuff. And my dad had tons of friends. Don't get me wrong. It's just that we're just a little enough different, you know. But no, you shouldn't worry about who likes you or who hates you. I love you, and that's what counts. I could give a stink about what everybody else says about me or other people. To be truthful, they can go to hell. They're not worth the sweat off my you know what. So that's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. You know, I do like, and I do tend to, like a lot of different things and a lot of different people, and hearing about their backgrounds. And I figure you really shouldn't really dislike somebody unless you could break bread with them or talk to them at a certain level. And that's it. Who needs all the bullshit? The bullshit is for bullshitters. And let me tell you, I haven't bullshitted in such a long time. I don't even know what that's about anymore. Again, too old and too tired. See, I just can't. I just don't understand it. I come on here. I don't care whether they say like me or I'm wrong or whatever. They could even tell me. I don't really give a shit one way or another. That's my attitude. And I'm sure there are people don't. So hey, that's groovy. I'm fine with it. In fact, I'm more than fine with it. Like I say, you get old, you get tired, and you don't want to put up with anybody's crap, especially if they've got like the brain of like a 4-year-old. It's like forget that. I ain't even going there. Don't want it. Don't eat it. Well, I'm gonna hop off for a while, and then I'm gonna probably hop back in or whatever. See if anybody's doing a live chat, and then I'll go on my iPad for that. In the meantime, Sarah, I love you, girl. You know I do, and I love Snarky too. You guys are so fun, and you guys are so creative, the both of you. I swear to goodness, you guys should be making some buku dollars off of what you guys do. Really, people should be thankful to be lucky enough to be, taught by you folks. That's all I know. But anywho, I will check you out later, and I will definitely have a live chat, which is, according to time, and I'll probably put up my 5 favorite things about the movie Psycho as a fan. I won't be doing the same thing as our friend Mr. Eric or not. He does his stuff his way, and I'm putting out. I'm coming more from a fan point of view than I am like a strategic thinker kind of deal. So that's what I do. And or find out something about Greta Garbo I never knew from. But in the meantime, yes, I will directly message you because maybe I will need your help or whatever, learning how to put this music back up on here and all that happiness. But in the meantime, girl, you take it easy. Enjoy California. Enjoy the warmth and all that happy stuff. And you stay happy and healthy. And that goes for Mr. Tim and everybody else in our little group there, too, because everybody should just be happy and healthy. Talk to you soon. I'm going to leave now. Nice seeing you. Bye bye.